Orange here, and welcome to another episode of Let's Play Age of Mythology Retold. We are here on episode number 25 of this series. Do appreciate everyone who has come out. I hope that your guys' time zone, whatever your guys' time zone is most wunderbar. So, on the agenda for today, we of course are going to be further proceeding into the fun times of the Immortal Pillars campaign. So, yay! We will, of course, be proceeding further along, seeing what we need to do to further thwart the powers of our enemies that seek to disrupt the order of things, is the best way to put it. Yes, the order of things, indeed. Speaking of that sort of thing, of course, we've had earlier this year, we had the release of the second specialty DLC for Retold, which of course is the I'm momentarily blanking out. Mortal Pillars, Heavenly Spear. I was like, I know it's Japan. I was having a brain fart. Absolute brain fart. Yeah. Yes, Heavenly Spear. And on that matter of DLC content, this coming, let's see, today's Tuesday. On Thursday, there will be the opportunity to pre-order the latest DLC that is being worked on. There was last week in the news. There is the link, both for discusses, of course, Age of Empires 2 Definitive Edition and Age of Mythology Retold. But of course, let me go ahead and pull up the screen here for you guys. So let me scroll down here. So, let's do that first. Alright, so, in 2026, AOMR, we have the expansion pass. We have Heavenly Spear, which was released in September. Of course, I'm going to let you guys read the stuff as you will. Link is in the chat, and for those of you watching on the YouTubes, link will be in the description. We'll have, for next year, 4 mythic releases with the expansion pass content. We are going to have the massively requested Aztec Pantheon. So, and we don't have to worry if you buy the expansion pass. No separate purchases, no waiting. Pre-order will start on December 18th. That's 2 days from today. Today's December 16th. 2 days from now, Thursday, the 18th. 15% discount. So the first item releases. We're going to have New Gods Pack, Demeter. Ultimate Fan Pack, Golden Mark of Support. Blood and Bones Pack, Beauty in Battle. And the Obsidian Mirror, Rise of the Aztec Gods. Hello, Burbles, how you doing? There's unfortunately no time for explosions right now. So, on you. We don't have no creepers in Age of Mythology. So anyway, yes, the Aztec gods in a sweeping 12 mission campaign spans continents and celestial realms. Will divine monsters call on gods like Tezcatlipoca and Quetzalcoatl and lead your civilization through an era of obsidian, fire, and sacrifice. There's more than an add-on. It's a full-scale expansion to just culture, pantheon, and divine playstyle. Oh! That actually reminds me. It actually reminds me of the... Let me pull up the stuff here. There is the YouTuber Betsy Lee. I've mentioned her before. She is the creator of the No Evil series. Let me get you guys the links here. Burbles, why? Burbles, why? But she's the creator of the No Evil series, which features a significant influence of Mesoamerican culture, amongst other cultures of the Americas as well. I'm doing okay, Burbles. Thank you for asking. Get you guys those couple links. So, yes, there will be a couple things there. So, for that. But I'm honestly quite a few episodes behind. I need to get caught up on the No Evil series, because it's got some interesting mythology in it. So that is, of course, I just stumbled upon it one day years ago, the series, and been following it, but last year or so I sort of haven't been quite following as much as I need to, in terms of, oh, there we go, finally I can switch up. Hello, what the heck just happened? There we go. So here we go. So yeah, it's got some interesting stuff for there we go. All right, so campaign. Oh, yep. Let's see. Okay, here's what we were just talking about right here. Ooh. Hello. So of course here is the about the Heavenly Spear campaign. Tsukuyomi. I wasn't sure which of the Egyptian pantheon he was. I'm not too... Yeah, Japanese god of the moon. Gauntlet mode of Arena of the Gods. Ooh. Okay, so we are currently working on the Pillars of the Gods. The Immortal Pillars. So we are here on episode, scenario 4. Well, at least you're holding up. So, scenario 4, the God Trap. The heroes seek an ancient relic said to be capable of imprisoning the gods themselves, but discover a surprise. Let's begin.
We are too late. Chiyo is already here.
But why does he not attack the pillar?
Great fortune. We will shoot 2 hawks with 1 arrow.
Okay, that was unexpected. I was not honestly expecting a game crash. I was just, hoping to have the cinematic just go through, blah, 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 and then, boom! Game crash! Well, like I said, been saving up some money for new stuff. I will admit, Christmas has put a dent into that. God Trap. Let's get started. Yeah, Christmas has made a little bit of a dent in that. But, yeah, we're trying to hold up the pillars that hold heaven aloft.
Chiyo is already here.
But why does he not attack the pillar?
Great fortune. We will shoot 2 hawks with 1 arrow, trap Chiyo, and save the pillar.
Excuse me.
Do not abandon caution, my friends. The way is treacherous.
Or seeking it. Interesting.
仓颉, what does Chiyo want? Why would he join Huang Zhaowu?
Chiyo once rebelled against Huang Di. I fear that with Huang Zhaowu's terrible victories, the war god...
Okay, let's see here. Oh God, what was the name of the scenario?
has resumed his rebellion.
Let's see. There's the God Trap, that was it. Ow! Come on! What the hey? The second time that this is... Ah! Why? Gosh, darn it. It's again why I need to get new stuff. Okay.
Cangjie, what does Chiyo want? Why would he join Huang Zhaowu?
Chiyo once rebelled against Huang Di. I fear that with Huang Zhaowu's terrible victories, the war god has resumed his rebellion. Guardians, held prisoner against their will. We must free them from our enemy's grasp.
请下命令，是的，出发。准备好了，准备好，出发。遵命，出发，攻击。请下命令，出发。 什么？遵命。出发。是的。请下遵命。出发。
Oh, come on. Okay, just a sec. What? Okay. Just a sec here, guys. I'm going to I'm throwing up the break screen, just so as that I can take a quick gander at things. Let me pull that up. Let's see here. Do that. Basically, I'm using Process Explorer here to help myself out. So what I'm doing, just with priority of normal, I'm basically using Process Explorer to help me try and help me at least get stuff
仓颉
going.
what does 蚩尤 want? Why would he join Huang Zhaowu?
蚩尤 once rebelled against Huangdi. I fear that with Huang Zhaowu's terrible victories, the war god has resumed his rebellion. Guardians, held prisoner against their will. We must free them from our enemy's grasp.
遵命。出发，开战！
Don't remember what it was I did with
遵命。是的，出发，
what I had to do to
遵命。出发，攻击！请下命令。遵命，出发，开战！ 遵命。
Stop. Okay. All right. Let's see. That wasn't that. Okay, there's that. I'm going to go through here and see what I can do to reduce demands on my CPU, because obviously things are going haywire. That is... Like I said, Process Explorer is a thing. Of course, I've told of how Trinidad, being IT, is over the years, helped me with various technical problems. And one of the things that he said, program app that would be of is a thing called it's part of the sysinternals suite. Here is a link to the Process Explorer thing, and then another thing is the Windows KLS Soft. They have the Windows System Control Center, WSCC. There is the link to that, and that has a whole bunch of technical, it's essentially a Swiss Army knife. It's got of programs that can, help you determine what's going wrong with the system, or your background, at least for Windows. Bear in mind that I am no expert in Windows. Trinidad and even Trebro, who have done a lot more stuff than me in terms of programming. They have had they have a lot more stuff going on. Let's gonna try something here. See if we might be able to do something to help with the whole issue of stuff. Excuse me, but it felt good. But yes, it's just so frickin' hard at times to just deal with the let's try that. What I'm doing with Process Explorer. Hey there, Zena. How you doing? Sorry for the break screen. Just got some dealing with some technical issues. Dealing with some technical issues. Rid of that. Don't want that. I hope you're doing well. That's one of these things is that technical issues are technical issues are technical issues. Blah, blah, blah. I hate technical issues. All right. Done a couple things here to hopefully help us out. Okay. Let's see, I honestly cannot. It's been 3 months.
仓颉, what does Chiyo want? Why would he join Huang Zhaowu?
Chiyo once rebelled against Huangdi. I fear that with Huang Zhaowu's terrible victories, the war god has resumed his rebellion. Guardians, held prisoner against their will. We must free them from our enemy's grasp.
Yeah, that is true. Nice how technology has improved life and all that.
是的，出发。请下命令，开战。请下命，遵命，出发，遵命。是的，是的。
Try to see if we can save a little bit of progress here. Yep.
出发，遵命。
I remember playing Age of Mythology back in the day after it came out.
开战！出发，准备好了，遵命。
Pillars.
Aihu are protectors of temples and loyal fighters. That they are imprisoned demonstrates the unbounded wickedness of our enemies. Even in this remote place, Shenlong is with us. By visiting his statues, the gods will grant us their mighty powers.
出发！
The gods bestow upon us vanish.
Cheongqi. Qiangqi.
什么？遵命。出发。遵命。攻击。是的。请下命令。攻击。是的。开战。准备。
Ah! I was just about to save, too. Ah. May have to put AOMR on hold, guys. I honestly hate to have to admit it, but God, the thing back in February with me screwing up my the system. Ah! Okay. But yes, the inevitable BOTT.
是的，出发。遵命。出发。
Even in this remote place, Shenlong is with us. By visiting his statues, the gods will grant us their mighty powers. The gods bestow upon us vanish.
Yeah, it's back in the day, Santa's
请下遵命。
back
准备
in
好
the
了，出
day
发。
I got to
遵命。
it was
出发。遵命。
having Age of Mythology, the
Kai-Chan!
original Age of Mythology, and then of course the Titans, Titans expansion, in parts inspired Tree Dad is allowed me and Tree to finally he finally decided to have the gumption to, instead of having to worry about a family computer.
好的，出发。
Let's see. Pillars. Is
什么？开战！什么？是的。请下遵命。出发。
is
请出发。遵命。是的，是的。
yeah, something like that, But yeah, it's
准备遵命。
hey, there we go. Now we just may have to it's like I was hoping that this would be a decent episode. But again, this is just like Titan Quest and Eternal Embers. How ironic is it that we have the East, you know, with Eternal Embers, and now Immortal Pillars here with
什么？出发！请下命。遵命。
yeah.
出发。是的。遵命。出发。遵命。出发。遵命。出发。请下命令。遵命。出发。遵命。出发。遵命。是的。
That four-hoofed creature is a qilin, a rare and auspicious sight. It appears to be distressed.
Qilin are known for their gentle and peaceful nature. Capturing one shows that Huang Zhaowu has no respect for anything.
准备遵命。
Pillars. One, two, three, 4.
是的，出发，遵命。请遵命，出发，遵命。
Obstinate Tao Wu. These wicked creatures are a bad omen. We must tread carefully.
遵命。开战！请下命令。准备好了，攻击！准备好了，遵命，出发。遵命。出发。 出发！准备出发，遵命。
We beat the game crash. I will admit, guys, part of me is very, very tempted to, well, quite honestly, not say that we're gonna cut the episode because I'm just tired of the game crash. I'm tired of having the
什么？
tired of having to always having to worry about the game crash.
请下命令。遵命。是的。出发。请下命令。遵命。什么？
I'm honestly tired of the whole freaking game crashes. I said this is literally quite very much sent against me due to my boo-boos back in the day, back in February.
是的，出发，遵命。 请下出发，遵命。是的，遵命，出发。是的，出发。什么？攻击
Yeah. Yeah, something like that.
准备好了，遵命，出发。
The gods bless us with lightning weapons.
出发，遵命，出发，开战。
Yeah. In some ways, yeah, it is more obscure.
请下命令，遵命，攻击。准备好了，出发。遵命，出发。是的。
Okay, guys. This is getting absolutely freaking ridiculous. I do apologize. I was hoping that we would be able to get a lot farther with a lot less technical difficulties. So we're just gonna go ahead and call it an episode because I am freaking tired of all the technical difficulties. So, I do apologize for a short episode. I will go ahead and upload this to YouTube because, well, why the heck not? Yeah, it's as I'd love to say, Santa, technology. Half the time it works, the other 7 days it doesn't. That is the way things are. And, honestly, I would rather not be fighting something, games are supposed to be frickin' enjoyable. And in this case, with the boo-boo, the technical boo-boo I did with my motherboard and my CPU back in February, I literally shot myself in the roots with that. This whole dealio is my own darn fault. I will admit that. I will own it. I brought this upon myself. I would rather admit such a thing. And, I would rather at least have a little bit of an episode for you guys and all that jazz versus darn nothing. Darn nothing. So, I'm probably going to take just this coming week, the rest of this week, off, quotation marks, off, in terms of streaming, except for, of course, Saturday. We'll have city building Saturdays on Saturdays, and we'll be resuming our fun times in Pharaoh Cleopatra with, we'll be doing, of course, the Valley of the Kings campaign. And that's, of course, that is quite enjoyable. I am gosh darn glad that Pharaoh we're able to run Pharaoh on, and not have this every seemingly 3 minutes ish game crash there sort of thing going on. Like I said, this whole thing it's my own darn fault. I brought this on myself. Thank God I was able to get at least some more money, a little bit more money set aside. I still need more money to be able to get what I want. I need to go to, that might be something to do this coming weekend, if I can. Maybe Saturday. I don't know. I don't know. I'm going to have to plan some things out. And hopefully, try to see if I might do it, depending on how time things go, whatever, stuff, blah, 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 blah. I might, get in touch with some of the tech guys there at my local computer store and say, hey, what do I need to do to, what do you guys recommend in terms of, new motherboard, new CPU? Because I want to, at minimum, as I've said, new motherboard, new CPU, new RAM, those 3 things, blah, blah, blah. Get in touch with them, see what they recommend, and all that. So, it all depends on that sort of stuff, and I've already got, as I've said, a few ideas for stuff. So, anywho, I'm not going to worry about raiding anybody, but should definitely have something for City Building Saturdays and Pharaoh Cleopatra on Saturday. There will be no stream either Thursday or Friday. Of course, with work being work, blah, 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 blah. It's bleh. Work's bleh. As the old saying says, IRL sucks. I would rather, have to, I honestly, I would rather work and get in what stream time I can, content creation time I can for you guys, when I can. And try to, money, I have to have a real job to pay the bills. That's honest to goodness truth. But yeah, I'm gonna take a look-see at over the next few days, over the remaining of the week, to take a look-see at my time schedule and see if I can potentially get into the tech store to talk to the professionals there to see about, potentially any deals they might have. Slant, when can I get my rig in potentially sometime within the next month or so. Like I said, Christmas has taken a bit out of my budget. So, that is, of course, the thing. Yeah, thank you, Santa. That is, a cheer is, even one bit is appreciated. Thank you. Thank you. It's, generosity is the best thing of mankind, I think. I honestly think that people coming together, even just to spend time together, is always a good thing. Even when money is not involved. Money is, definitely in my view, is the means to an end. I've talked about stuff, investing and all that. Money is the means to an end. If I can improve my rig for you guys, for myself, to make better content so that I can be, perform that better stuff, all the better. I love it. It's because, as I've said about the video by Cirrus Epics back in the day of the thing I always know. How, there are people that will spend hundreds, if not thousands of dollars and hundreds of hours in games. And, they have a very poor quality of life. That is, his video on that, Cirrus Epics' video on that. That was part of the inspiration for me having to go into streaming, to content creation. It is because, why not share some of my gaming experiences? Yet there are people that play, Minecraft, Age of Mythology, Pharaoh Cleopatra, blah, 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 dozens, hundreds of games. I would rather share that time with you guys. Content creation. Yes, it is a very crowded field. And there are, people who find their niches. My niche is playing games that, not necessarily something, like the Doom series, shoot 'em up, bang, 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 shoot 'em up, bang, bang, bang. Or something like that. I play more intellectual games, like Age of Mythology, Minecraft, building stuff. That's the stuff I honestly like. So anyway, we're going to go ahead here. Like I said, due to the technical difficulties, of course, I am just going blah, blah. We're just going to go ahead here, guys. We're just going to go ahead and end stream. That way, I am not trying to tear out my stuff out of my canopy, all the twigs and the branches and the limbs, so that I was like, ah! You know, going mental, going tree mental, and wanting to bash my canopy into the nearest rock. So I do appreciate everybody who has come out. This will, of course, be on YouTube as a very, very 45 plus minute episode. Yeah, I do appreciate everybody who has come out. And hopefully, maybe next week, knock on wood, we might be able to make, what I was thinking was we could, just now, is we could potentially get in, try to get up, try to finish up some stuff with, of course, no guarantees. Let's play Valkyria Chronicles 4. Well, we've been doing that for a while. And all that. Yeah. Hello there, Demented. I am not an AI. No, I am not an AI. Of course I can say potato. If you want to, it can either be potato or potato. Take your pick. I wish I wasn't an AI. Oh wait, I'm not an AI. How can I not be an AI? Yeah, it's I've been facing some technical difficulties with my main rig and all that stuff. It's technology. Half the time it works, the other 7/8 it doesn't work. And in this case, it doesn't work because I self-inflicted upon myself some technological issues. I basically was trying to fix something back in February with my CPU as I was installing my GPU, and basically I've fried about a quarter of my motherboard. I've lost part of my RAM, part of my sound system, and all that, so yeah, it sounds something like that, Santa. The AIs are getting good. It's, yeah, you want to faceplant stuff anyway. So yeah, guys, we're gonna go ahead and I do apologize for making this a very, very not even 50-minute long stream. Technology, it's a thing. I'm just gonna have to try to get to a little bit of extra time at work as I can. I'm not gonna worry too much about it. I am glad to say that at least I still have an operating system. My main rig is still operational. That is a good thing. So yeah, guys, we're gonna go ahead and stream here. I do apologize for the short stream. So anywho, I hope to catch you definitely on Saturday with another episode of City Building Saturdays in Pharaoh Cleopatra, doing Valley of the King stuff. Sunday, hopefully we can, you know what, I'm going to preempt myself and say probably City Grand Strategy Sundays with Kaiser Punk is probably not going to work. But I should definitely be able to see you guys with Sunday with Titan Quest the Loot Grinds. So yeah, I do apologize for all this shenanigans and all that. But I hope to catch y'all in the next episode. Ta-ta for now.